You know, when I finally get to see Iraha and Madoka together, it reminds me of that thing that people like to do these days where they have the old style character versus the new style character. It showed this trend of how Monica represents, the old classy style macho girls. She's too kind and pure. She wants to help her friends. Then you have the new modernized macho girl. Her outfit isn't all dressy like she's going to the ball or a picnic. It's more, it has its own tone to it. Even shows some bit of skin and stuff like that. That's what it reminds me of. It, kind of that comparison that the Final Fantasy peasant made between Zack and Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, where Zack represents the old style class hero, hopes and dreams and honor, being there for everybody. He questions his resolve sometimes, but he finds himself in the end. Then you have Cloud, who is the new kind of guy, who's kind of edgy, moody, um, want to figure things out about himself, unsure of everything, and then he wings it at the end. He brings out that inner strength out of nowhere. And that's what I just want to point that out. Now, I was kind of wrong about the theory between Mami and Tsuruno. I thought they fused with their doppels as the reason why they were so powerful. And they would become like complete. But instead, they fused with the Asawa instead. So that's why they're so different. It is very interesting, where even though Mami seems to be more composed in her form, while Tsuruno seems to be just jack crap crazy, saying the same thing all over again about her restaurant and saying how she's the strongest. So the gang finally reunites with Ira and her other friends, Felicia and Sana. However, it seems like Felicia and Yachio have a little falling out. It was pretty much she was saying she wanted to protect them, but that's not the case. It's kind of seen from Ruby with Blake and Yang, where they don't want to be protected, they want to fight with each other, they want to help each other. And that's the point. But I don't think Yachio completely understands, so because of that, Felicia ran off. Yes, in a dire time of need, you ran off because of that. Like, are you serious? Girl, you got your comrade, your friend, in trouble right now, and you want to run off because someone misunderstands you, because that's a daily basis thing. People are always going to misunderstand you. You shouldn't get upset with them. They do, because that's the point of human life, is for them not to understand you, but for them to figure you out as time goes on. Self-reflection. The eyes of the soul, mirrors and shit. But that's not clearly the point. Now, it seems like Namu is having second thoughts of what they're doing, where Toka's going full in, like, hey man, we're gods, we're supposed to bring salvation to macho girls. But Namu like, I don't know, we kind of seem we're hurting them more. So, as they're told the plan is thanks to Mafuyu through via origami paper bird, it seems like, they're luring him or progress not. The Osawa is on top of the hospital area, drawing in the witches while they're eating the artificial witches, eating the other witches. Hopefully it'll be big enough when once Progress Not comes and they'll, eat what Progress Not. So that's very interesting how that's going to turn out. But it also looks to be a very good plan, using a system that will sacrifice by others. There's always a price to pay for happiness. Someone has to suffer for someone to be happy. Even though using this Doppel system is firing back somehow, so they have to shut it down no matter what, and accept accept it. That this is the choice that they made as macho girls. Whether you are aware of it or not, they chose to become macho girls, so they must deal with the consequences. That's the part of growing up. See, these girls are trying to run away from what they are. In a way, what the coordinator in the other scene with Momoko was talking to, how she seemed so cold all the time, and she wanted to remain neutral at all times. But she's only like this because she was turning away from what reality was, In life, when you make a decision, you get the effects of that decision, and it will, affect you as well, and you must live with it. You really do. Find a way to get yourself out of it, or go through it one way or another. You must deal with that problem. It is your problem. And the girls don't want to do that, despite how deadly their end seems to be. But they have to. That's what Yashio's resolve is that we can't put this on anybody else. We're the ones who decided to become magical girls. Regardless or not, we're aware of the consequences. It's our decision. You have to grow up. That's just what it is. Same thing with Momoka asking to bear the burden of helping out the coordinator, even having the coordinator having to change the heart at the very end. So, of course, in order to get the two mommy and Cerno back to normal, they had to, connecting things. Of course, Madoka and them don't know what connecting is. And synchronizing magic is harder for them because they were still fresh. They were all following under Mommy's lead, but Mommy's an extremely powerful magical girl, despite what you may think, anyone thinks. Now, however, the animation came back. Last episode, the animation was not there. It was not there. And a lot of people noticed that. I myself included. But now it came back. The animation, not good old animation, baby. I wonder how the last episode's going to hold up. It's going to be just as good with the animation. We'll have to see. But regardless of all 7 episodes so far, we only had really one or two episodes with not that good animation. I believe it was only just one, to tell you the truth. So I say so far, that's a freaking win. Regardless, we all thought they were going to save freaking Cyrano, but no, she fell. She's bleeding. She gets back up all broken, like Ram from ReZero. But she's saying she's fine. It's just a flesh wound. Like, oh dear God, this is fucked up. But anyways, this episode was good. It was the self-reflection, owning of consequences, and of course, don't run away from your reality. What do you know about me? That's pretty much what it is. Like, what you know about me, that song, how it goes. So anyways, that's what I want to leave it here for today. I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime. Signing out.